Everybody, I'm up. I don't know why I'm worried. I'm trying not to worry. But, what the heck? Whatever, dog. I'm trying my best not to worry because of this financial crap that I'm in. I say that because I'm never usually late on any of my bills. My phone bill, I'm late. The Wi-Fi bill, I'm late. My credit card bill, I'm late. My share of the rent, the other half, I'm late. And then I got a medical bill that I got to start paying on from 2017. And like I said, on my channel, I'm going to be just real. I'm not going to, oh, you shouldn't talk about that. You shouldn't talk about this. No. Everybody go through a struggle, whether it's financial, whether it's relationships, whatever it is. And sometimes when I watch their videos, when I watch other YouTubers' videos of their struggle, and eventually they get over it, that helps me know and keep my cool that I'm going to get over this. But it's just that I'm never this late. I'm never this bombarded with lateness before when it comes to bills or rent. I usually always pay my rent on time. I always pay my phone bill on time, my Wi-Fi bill, my credit card since I've had it in February. Since February of this year, I've had that credit card and I've always paid on it. But I've been late. Since I moved back, I've been late because most of the money that I saved when I was at my sister's house in the high desert, I had to put towards getting a few things here and then paying my rent here. So I'm never usually this late. And I'm afraid they're going to just shut everything off, you know? So I'm a bit concerned because, I worked very hard building my credit. And I've always kept my phone on. I've always, had my share of the rent. I've always been on top of my stuff. And at the time, the only thing I wasn't doing was saving. And I'm just trying my best not to let it get to me, but I'm up in the middle of the night checking my bank account, and to look at that minus whatever, and the fact that I'm and it's not realistic to depend on stimulus. It's not, because I'm trying to live each and every day as if it doesn't exist. And as much as they keep changing their mind about the stimulus checks, as much as they keep, I don't know if they're fighting, I don't know what it is, I don't know if they're arguing over what we're going to get or the amount, I don't know what's going on. And it's like, I don't even have, and it's just like, it just makes me feel bad because I've never been this low financially before like this, I mean, I've been without money before, but my bills were paid. My rent was paid. And I just wasn't saving. And to me, it's just hard, like, kind of going through this because I'm starting to wish I never would have moved to the high desert. And maybe I would have still been working at the school I was working at. And I wouldn't be in this situation. But I understand certain things happen for a reason. I just thought that there was something out there for me in the high desert. Now knowing that it's not, and I'm back here in the valley area, I'm not going to make a premature move like that ever again. And to me, the reason why I said that moving to the high desert for me was a premature move because, and I regretted it when I was up there. I was like, why did I have to move? Why did I want to move? Why? I mean, and it sucks to kind of look back and wish things happened differently. But at the same time, I still think about that, especially in the situation that I'm in now. I still think about that. And I know this won't last forever. It's going to be quite a few, like maybe a couple months for me to play catch up because I just, just don't like being late on stuff like that, I don't. My Wi-Fi bill is due today. The 27th of every month, my Wi-Fi bill is due. I couldn't pay it last week. I couldn't pay it last month. Couldn't pay it this month. And it's just like, I'm just thinking about, oh my gosh, I feel like I'm at my lowest. And then I'm working at my new job. And I feel like I'm working for nothing. Like working for free. Because I had to get on the phone with, I had to get on the phone and make a couple calls. And be like, hey, where's my checks? I'm missing 2 checks. What's going on? Now they have to cancel it out because they send my checks somewhere else. Because the apartment number was wrong. Number one, it wasn't even an apartment number. It was apartment letter. So it was missing by that much. And the lady goes, that's why they haven't been sending it to you. Because you put the wrong, because there was something going on with, first it was something going on, like you sent us the wrong direct deposit number. Then it was, oh, they have not been sending your checks to you because you put apartment, it was letter instead of apartment number. And I said, well, yeah, this apartments that I stay at don't have letters. They have numbers. Oh, well, that's probably why they haven't sent you your checks. They probably send it to a similar address closer to yours. And I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? And it was off just by the apartment number. I mean, it's a number, not a letter. There's no letters. Like, how they have apartment X or apartment Y. My apartment is a number, not a letter. So I feel like, I don't know. A part of me is scared. A part of me is trying to get stressed out. But I feel like I'm going to need money soon so I can start paying on some of these freaking bills. And I can start paying what I owe. This ain't the game of life to where you can just quit at any time and just put the board game up on the shelf. No, you got to keep living. You got to keep going through this hardships and all kind of other stuff. What's wrong? Where you at? What's wrong? Hold on, y'all. Well, y'all just gonna have to hear Kiwi meow in the background. I don't know what she wants to do. But yeah, and it's like, but I try not to show what I'm going through. So I just been at work all week with earphones in my ear. Nobody knows my struggle. I try to just go to work with a smile on my face. But then when I come here, it's like, say hi to the people. She always land in my spot. And then when it's time for me to lay down, she would act like she don't want to move. Then I have to find another spot to lay. But anyway, I will get over this. I'm gonna try my best not to stress out. This ain't gonna last. It's just that it just hurts me because it's like I've never been this low before financially. And I try not to let it break me, but sometimes I can't help it. I'm human and everybody struggles and go through financial hardships or mental hardships or whatever it is they go through. I try my best to get my mind off of it in so many different ways. Now, if I was any type of person, I would have been called up some dudes and been like, so, what you think I can do for this? You know what I mean? But I'm not that person. And going through that, ain't nobody gonna do nothing for free or if I do that, it's just gonna make me feel even lower. I don't know. I don't even know at this point. But I try my best to just depend on God and not on men. And it's just that when things don't happen smoothly for me, I get agitated and frustrated and I get angry and I just don't like it because I'm so used to just being on top of things. At the time, all my bills would be paid and my rent would be paid. The only thing I wasn't doing was saving. That's it. And just hurts, y'all. It just hurts. I just thought I'd come on here and just kind of vent to y'all a little bit about what I'm going through, just to get some of it out. I think that's what's really, and it's like, even before I started working, I was unemployed for 3 weeks, and that's what really set me back from my bills. I mean, when I first moved over here, my nephew told me about this job, so I started working at the same place he was working at, but in a different department. And this lady tried so hard to get me out of that job. I'm probably gonna have to go in to that story in another video, but this woman tried so hard to get me kicked out of this job. And then the boss came and actually talked to me and asked me what happened. And I told her, I'm just like, this lady never gave me a chance to see how good I can work. She never liked me from the beginning. I tried to comply. I'm wearing the proper uniform. You are required to have a see-through bag, even guys. Your bag has to be see-through, like a see-through plastic backpack or something. And this woman tried so hard to get me out of there. I'm going to call the aide. I'm going to call the boss. I'm going to call. Maybe they can move you to another area. She never liked me from the beginning, all because I wasn't fast. And nobody told me that the job was fast-paced. You have to work fast. And I was a custodian there, and all I did was break down boxes, sweep in between the, lines or whatever. I worked at a warehouse, and she never gave me a chance at all. There was always something she was trying to find that she didn't like about me. And then when the big boss came, she just pretty much asked me what happened. I'm telling her, and she goes, well, maybe this isn't, the place for you, as opposed to saying, well, you go your way, and let her go her way, and see if y'all can work. They never even tried to move me to a different time or different shift. Even though I still would have been working under that lady, I don't have to see her all the time on the same shifts. And maybe it would have been stress-free and less harmful to work or whatever. But this woman tried so hard to get me out of there, to the point where I'm no longer working there. I stopped working there because of her. They got me out of there. They moved me somewhere else. And it's just like, I was only there for a week. And then they couldn't find me another place to go or whatever. So I feel like, that's when I was like unemployed for like 3 weeks. Wasn't working. I wasn't working at all for 3 weeks. And I will call the lady and ask, so is there any update on that different department you're supposed to send me to? Well, everything is slow right now. She told me that twice. Everything is slow. So I said, you know what? Excuse my language. I was like, fuck y'all. Let me find another job. And I've been working almost 3 weeks at this job and haven't seen nothing. No pay, no anything. And this job pays every week. And I'm wondering, where's my money, y'all? And then they told me, well, there was a mix-up with the direct deposit numbers. So I sent them that, thinking everything was cool. And they said, well, because we're trying to activate your direct deposit, we're just going to send the checks to you by mail. Now, my checks are coming way from Baltimore, Maryland. They sent it out on a Wednesday, and you should get it Friday. But I don't know how long different states, getting a check from a different state, I don't know how long that takes. So they say, oh, well, we send your check out on Thursday. Now they have to cancel those checks and reissue me new ones. So I don't know how long that is going to take. Then they have to get back to me to let me know, are they able to activate my direct deposit so I can start getting direct deposit. If not, I should be mailed checks weekly, but I probably won't be looking at any money next week either. And it's hard. It's difficult, you guys. That's why I just had to come over here and just to kind of let a little bit out. And to me, I don't look at it as, girl, don't tell all your business, right? Don't post this, don't post that. No, when you're going through something, it's good to kind of get it out so that when you go through your triumphs, when you start to win, then you can post that and people know that's how she got over it. Okay, so I know trouble's really not going to last always. That's how you have to look at it. I don't look at it as, oh, I'm telling all my business to strangers. No, this is just, it's selfish to keep in a testimony. And I feel like you're supposed to share your troubles with your brothers and your sisters. because there's somebody out there who's going through what I'm going through, probably worse. I'm sure there's people out there who have not been working since March 2020 when this pandemic crap started. But here I am working and going through this little bit. That's why I say it's always somebody out there that's worser, that's in a worse situation than you. And I know this ain't gonna last always, but I just thought I'd come over here just to get it out. And maybe the next video or the video after that, it'll be like, y'all, things are starting to come through and this and that. I like to let people know, not just that I'm going through something or not just the problem. I'm the type of person that if I'm going through a problem, I like to tell people the solution too. So I don't look at this as I'm telling my business. You don't know who could be watching your videos. It's not that. If I'm going through something, I'm going to express it. So when I get out of it, I'm going to express that too. So I can show my viewers, my subscribers, this is how I got over it. And this will teach me to save like a motherfucker. Seriously. And I have to say that because this is my channel. And I want to be at home with y'all. I'm not going to always be up and up all the time. I'm going to have my down moments. But I don't want to come to you guys the way I'm feeling, like with an attitude. I don't want to come to y'all angry either. I want to express my little frustration. I even almost cried in this video because I had never been so financially low before, to where, I mean, I've been without money before, but all my bills were paid, so it wasn't so much of a stress or worry. But this is more a little bit like a stress and a worry, to where I gotta be up at 4:30 and it's like, what time is it? I gotta be up in 3 hours. Like I said, I'm human. We all are. I hope. And I'm going to go through stuff. I'm going to go through stuff. And I'm going to share it. And when I get out of it, I'm going to share that too. I want to be a living testimony that trouble is not going to last always. That's why I decided to come over here and share this with y'all. So hopefully things will start looking up next week. Maybe not. Maybe that's not realistic. But I like to be optimistic. First and foremost, let me not even talk about what's not realistic. I like to be optimistic. Okay? So I want to know, I would like to think that things will start to look up for me next week. And then I'm going to come back on here and let you guys know this is starting to turn around. That's starting to turn around. That's starting to get paid. This starting to get paid. Even if they have to close my credit card and I'll just